Hello, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Now today, as you definitely saw by the title and thumbnail of this video, we are talking about my 25 of 2025. So the 25 books I want to read in the year of 2025, which is the year we are in now. It took me a while to get this list. Like, I have so many books I want to read, but all of them decided to exit my head of the moment I started this list. Now, obviously, if I'm reading a series, I put only one of the books because that would have filled it up way too quickly and it would have not had that much variety. Will I get 12 of these books? I don't know. I'm very much mood reader. I feel like some of them could very much be left until 2026. I might forget about them. Besides the point, these are no particular order. Obviously, some of the books later on, as you will probably know, I want to read first. I want to read as soon as I can. Some I can put off till later. It's really a mixed. I don't have them in order. Disclaimer, not in order. And also you should convince me to read all of these books if you've read them. If you read them and loved them, please let me know because I would love to hear your thoughts. But we're going to start off with book 1, which is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I have had this book on my radar for 2 years, I think, maybe even more. But I'm gonna try and read it this year. I feel like it's such a good wintry read. January is still winter, so maybe I'll get it read in January. That would be fun. Even though I have a lot of things that I do want to read January, we'll see. But I do really want to read Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I've heard great things about it. It's a quick little short read. I'm pretty sure that we can just get done really quickly, really nicely. And I've just, like I said, heard amazing things. Then I'm gonna want to read, again, not in order, I'll probably spread these out, Indigo Ridge, which also sounds amazing. I'm pretty sure it's this, like, I literally don't know what it's about, but I'm pretty sure it's about, like, it's romance, but it's got, like, a side plot of, like, a murder mystery or something like that. From the things I've heard, that's what I think it's about. Don't quote me on that. I know nothing about any of these books, most likely, because I like going into books blind. I like knowing the title and what the cover looks like. That's all I want to know going into a book. And that's all I know for most of these books. Then I want to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, because it's just, I've wanted, again, on my radar, 3 years, I think, this one, maybe even 4. Crazy. I've wanted to read this for so long, never got around to it. This is the year I get around to it. And it's mainly because when I first heard of it, I wanted to read it really bad. Then some mixed reviews started to pour in, then some really good. Then I just forgot about it. And now I remembered it again, so we're going to try and read it. Then, one book that I'm definitely going to read, because it's going to be my next read after the book I'm currently reading, is House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. This is the last, like, little Sarah J. Maas series I need to read before I read all of her books. Obviously, before the new ones come out, because there is meant to be, I think, more to this series, and then more to ACOTAR. I'm pretty sure there's meant to be, like, 2 more books to ACOTAR, and, like, I think 2 more books to this series as well. We'll see. Very excited. Then I want to read Just for the Summer. In the summer, that's what I want to read. That's when I want to read it, ideally, because it's such a summery read. I've heard amazing things. I'm not going to read Part of Your World and Yours Truly Yours or Yours Truly first, even though they're an interconnected series. But again, those don't interest me, and I don't want to, like, spend my time reading them, putting them off just so I can get to the book I really want to read, since they're just an interconnected standalone series, so that you can read them separately. Then I want to read The Gilded Cage. Not much more to say about it, but I want to read The Gilded Cage. Then I want to read The Summer I Turned Pretty, because maybe I'll manage to watch the show one day. I don't know, but I've heard amazing things. I've wanted to read it again for years. Then for the next 2 are new releases that I talked more in depth about in my 2025 book releases videos. Watch Me and Fearless. Watch Me specifically. Yeah, I cannot wait for Watch Me. I'm so excited for Watch Me, you guys. I love the series. Oh my god. I am thrilled that it's gonna be a spin-off. I am very scared though, because Watch Me, since it is a spin-off, it will bring a lot of new fans to the fandom. Obviously, that's fine. Bring on people. But I'm scared that a lot of toxic people will come on. Kind of like in the Percy Jackson, when the show came out, a lot of toxic people just rushed into the fandom. So I'm scared that something like that may happen, but it's fine. It probably won't. Hopefully it won't. Fingers crossed. And then I want to read Belladonna. Again, not much to say. It's a series. I want to get to it. Then we have Great Big Beautiful Life. Again, a new release coming out by Emily Henry. Loved every single Emily Henry book. The only book, and I'm so excited for this because it sounds very different to what she's written in the past. The most similar it sounds to is like something like Beach Read, because they're both writers. I don't know. And then I want to read Dance of Thieves. Again, no clue what it's about. Fantasy. I want to read fantasy. Then I want to read The Summer of Broken Rules. Again, in the summer. Summer is going to be a packed reading month. I want to read summary books in the summer. Hopefully I get to them, because some months I got some things going on and it might be a little busy. Then I want to read Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson, the book coming out. And again, it is her first adult release, which I'm very excited for. I think that means it's just going to be a lot more spooky, a lot more gory maybe. Definitely, it sounds like it could be quite gory because of just what it's about, or what we've gotten about it. Then I want to read Out on a Limb, cute little romance. Then I want to read Defend the Dawn, because I read Defy the Night, I think the first book is called, and I loved it. And I never continued the series, and I read the first book 2 years ago. So we're gonna read Defend the Dawn, and we're gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna read the last book. Then I'm gonna read King of Envy, which again comes out this year. Then I want to get to Redeemed, because it's the last book in the Dirty Air series, and then I would have read all of Lauren Asher books, all of the Lauren Asher books, before obviously some new ones come out. Then I have Binding 13. I've been wanting to read this series for such a long time, but it intimidated me because of how long the books are. I think the first two are both 800 page long, and then the others are like 600 pages long. That's terrifying to me. And also, I don't know, I was just like, oh, am I gonna like this? La da la la, yada yada yada. But now TikTok has convinced me, so I'm gonna read it. Then I'm gonna read The Stolen Heir, which I'm very excited for, because fantasy, I love Holly Black and all her writing. It just sounds such a fun book. It sounds like I could get really enthralled in it, really thrown in, you know. It just sounds, again, really fun. Then I'm gonna read The Housemaid is Watching, my last, because I decided I do want to finish the series, read the last Housemaid book. There is a novella that came out, but I'm not gonna read it, I don't think, unless The Housemaid is Watching really wows me. Then I'm gonna read Throne of the Fallen. Again, I've wanted to read this for such a long time, never got around to it. Then I want to read A Darker Shade of Magic, which I have wanted to read since before I started like properly reading again in, what was it, 2020, 2021, I think? I wanted to read this since I think like 2016 or something. Back when BookTube was really thriving, that's when I wanted to read it. Then I want to read Beg, Borrow, or Steal, which I think as of when this comes out, this video, it will be out. And then the last book on my list is These Violent Delights. Again, very excited. Have wanted to read it for a very long time. So yeah, those are the 25 books I want to read in 2025. I have made a little like checklist on Notion, so every time I read a book, I can just like do a little tick. Oh, that did not work, but I can tick it off and we can have read it. And I am very excited. I feel like this year is going to be a really good reading year, because last year I had an amazing reading year. And this year, just so many books are coming out. Like, so many books I'm excited for are coming out. And the books that aren't coming out, or authors that aren't releasing books this year, are gonna most likely announce their books this year, and they're gonna come out maybe later on this year, because obviously we don't really have much information about books coming out past August-ish. Even August, like, we don't know what's coming out in August. So I'm very excited. I feel like this book here is gonna be packed with book releases. I'm so excited. We've got so many new books. We've got so many amazing authors releasing like 2 books a year, and I'm genuinely so excited. I cannot wait. This year, I feel like it's gonna be a good year. 2025 just feels like it can be a good year. I don't know. It better be an amazing year. Oh my god. So yeah, I hope you guys have had a fun time watching this little quick video. It's quite short. I like keeping like these little bookish videos, the ones where I just talk about books, like the that I want to read, quite short, which this is. I haven't been yapping too much, mainly because I don't know what half the books are about. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed seeing this. If this is your first time seeing me, maybe stick around a little bit, because more reading vlogs will be coming out. Lately I have not been doing many, but that's because, you know, end of the year, I'm going to talk about some reads that I read and stuff like that. But I will see you next week with another video, and I really hope you enjoyed this one. Bye!